Hi, welcome to my week 13 post VSG update. Um, I had the vertical sleeve gastrectomy on October 20th, 2016 in Morristown, New Jersey at Morristown Medical Center. 5'8", I'm 30 years old. My starting weight, high weight, day of surgery was 265. Last week I was 217.6. This week I am 214.8, which means that was a 2.8 pound loss for the week. And big news here, I am 50.2 pounds down since surgery, which I could not be happier about. I mean, I feel like 50 pounds just like sounds ridiculous. Like nobody loses 50 pounds. Like, I mean, you guys do, but like in real life, I don't know. I mean, this is crazy. The most I've ever lost, obviously, on like a normal diet before surgery was like 30 pounds, and it was really hard, and I immediately gained it back. So to be down 50 pounds is phenomenal. I'm just so happy. So I am definitely feeling better this week. Thank you so much for all your kind words and comments last week. I was definitely feeling the blues. But, what I realized is that feeling good and healthy is really like an active process. It doesn't just like always happen on its own. And so this week I feel like I kind of took some steps to put myself in a better position, both like mentally and physically. Those really go hand in hand in terms of my like mental health. A big part of what changed for me last week was that my office had been remodeled, and so last week was my first week in the new environment, as they call it. And just a brief, what it is, we used to have like cubicles and offices. I had a little office. It was nice. Like I could work there, close the door, play some music, and it was just like nice and calm and serene. But now it's like this open floor seating. It's totally unassigned. You like show up with your laptop and plug into some monitors, and also you have to like carry your keyboard around with you every day. And anyway, because it's open seating, I feel like people talk to me all day and they ask me for things all day, and it's hard to, if you receive an email with a request, you can like look at it when you have time. But when someone's like standing right there, it's like, I don't know, my time management was all off last week, but I'm getting better at it, and like setting boundaries and telling people like I have other things to do. So I'm also getting better at taking breaks, because with the new environment, there's like mini kitchenettes very like everywhere. And so there's a refrigerator like 2 feet from me, so that's where I store my lunch and that's where I get my water. So and there's like free coffee, which everybody's like so excited about the free coffee. But it's very easy to like arrive for the day and basically never leave my desk. I mean, never go more than like 2 feet away. Whereas before, like I would go walk to the cafeteria, which where I work, it's a huge campus. It's like 7 buildings. Like walking to the cafeteria was half a mile. I used to walk to the cafeteria, have lunch, come back, blah, blah. So like mental breaks. And now I feel like if I don't build that in, I don't get it. So I'm being better about having breaks. And also one of my coworkers likes to go walk around outside, and although it's been very cold, I have taken her up on a few walks, which has been really good. So we go walk around outside, and when we loop around the campus, it's a mile. So even though I have not yet gotten back into a gym, I have been walking more, which is good. So that's been good. Also, in terms of like good mind space, I've started doing my morning yoga, which I said I was going to do and I used to do before. I'm going to post a link below to the channel that I like to use. It's Yoga by Candace. I don't know. There are a million good yoga videos on YouTube, I'm sure, but like this channel in particular, I really like this girl. There's a 15-minute like morning flow that I love, but she's got other ones too. Sometimes I do them in the evenings. So those just feel really good, and especially in the mornings, because I'm so like not a morning person. It's a really good way to kind of energize my body and start the day. So that's what I've been doing. On the one hand, I feel like to be in a better headspace, but on the other hand, physically I had to make some changes as well. First thing, last week when I was not feeling so great, I went a couple days without coffee, which I guess it is what it is, but I have to have coffee. I was trying to reach my protein goals with food and not shakes, and that's what led to the no coffee thing. It wasn't like I was trying to not have coffee. But that just doesn't work for me. So this week I am back to having coffee with a Premier every day in the mornings, and that works for me. Also, I did have a little bit of a mishap over the weekend. I discovered that when my mom was here for my surgery 3 months ago, she bought these Oreo thins. Oh my god, the like white Oreos. They're, you know, not the chocolate ones, but like white Oreos with the white frosting. They're thin. They're like super thin. I never buy cookies. I'm really not a sweets person. I know I keep saying that, but I mean, if they're there, I'm not like opposed to sweets. I just don't like crave them. Well, anyway, she had bought a whole pack and ate a few and like left the rest in the freezer in a Ziploc bag. So I found them and I opened them and then I started eating them. And each one's only like 40 calories, so if you have like 4 or 5, it's kind of not that bad. And then within 3 days, the like remainder of the cookies were gone. So that was not so great. Also, I found about a third of a jar of cookie butter from I don't know how long ago, but that is now empty too. So despite those mishaps, I had a, 2.8 pound loss this week, so I'm really happy. That was mostly like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so I had some days to catch up to today, which is Thursday again. But what I've learned there is that I just can't keep those in the house, and some days I have cravings for sweets or snacks or junk or whatever, and there just isn't any, so then I just have some water and it's fine. Like it passes, you know, but like if it's there, I'm gonna eat it. So just can't keep that stuff in the house. On a related note, I have purchased better snacks. So I know last week I was saying I really just wanted like a bag of chips. So Cindy from Cindy VSG recommended some Quest protein chips. I went to GNC and bought some of those. They're okay. They're good. I mean, they definitely satisfy the like crunch craving. They very much taste like diet chips. You know, have you ever had those like baked whatever? I mean, they're fine. They're not great. I also bought some of those like cheese crisps. Those are awesome. And just like nuts and crunchy things to have, some like edamame, some dried chickpeas, a bunch of different crunchy, dried, kind of low carb, high protein options. So if you're more interested in seeing more of those, maybe I can do a short video about them. But anyway, it's been better to have those around. And I don't even eat them every day, but it's just good to have them there. Also, what I realized is that I really love cooking, and I think when I was in New Orleans, you know, I was going out to eat a lot, and I was staying at my mom's house, so she was cooking, and then when I got back here, it was like, again, a kind of rough transition, and I wasn't like prepared to start cooking. The kitchen wasn't really stocked and whatever, so my husband and I went and got groceries, and I started cooking a lot again this week, and I feel better with that too, because I have like really delicious options. Even if they're all on plan, I feel like they're still good. And so I made a chicken chili that was really great tonight. The other day I made scrambled eggs with shrimp. I made a high protein tomato soup. Yesterday I made this bacon wrapped grilled chicken, like stuffed with cheese. It was, you know, I love cooking, and I realized that this kind of passion for food and cooking and being a foodie, that's not going to go away, and I don't want it to go away. You know, I was at my surgeon's office. He's like in a group of surgeons. He does a weight loss support group once a month, and I go every month. And one of the ladies was talking about how she was pre-op, and she was talking about how the reason she wants surgery is so that she won't love food anymore. And a lot of people agreed with her, and I'm just not sure that that's realistic. I don't know. Maybe for some people it is, but for me, first of all, I don't want to not love food anymore. I want to always love food, and I do still love food. And for anybody out there who has not had surgery yet, or even if you have, you know, I just want you to know that you're not going to not love food anymore. You're not going to not get that satisfaction. You can absolutely still be a foodie and still cook really great things and prepare meals that your family will enjoy without being totally off plan. Like, it can absolutely be done. So I don't want to replace my food obsession. I just want it to be in a healthier space, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I definitely feel better this week. A couple of NSVs over the weekend. I forgot to feed my husband until like 4 p.m. He was so hungry, and because I don't really get hungry, and because I wasn't at work. Like at work, I kind of have a routine and a schedule. But because I was home, we were just kind of lounging around. He was like, "So about lunch?" And I realized it was really late, and lunch turned into dinner, and I don't know. I just thought that was funny. Also, this week I had lunch with a couple of my old coworkers from a team I used to work with like a year ago, and so they hadn't seen me in a long time, and they were like shocked, like totally floored by how different I look. I still feel like I don't look that different. I mean, my clothes just feel a little better, and that's it. But they just kept going on and on about how different I look. So that felt good. Anyway, 50.2 pounds down. Did I say that? I'm so excited. Within my first year, I want to lose 100 pounds. Well, yeah, 100 pounds total. That's my goal. So I'm more than halfway there. Wow, that's amazing. How are you doing? How are you feeling? Tell me what's good. And tomorrow is my 3-month post-op, so I'll be doing a skin flick, before and after pictures and all that. So I will talk with you soon. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.